Red Bull basement, where a whole bunch of tech entrepreneurs in South Africa have the chance to go overseas and meet some VC funders that can help get their dreams realized, which is awesome. And Red Bull are hosting it. So I'm excited to see what's there. I'm pretty excited because I'm going to actually get a chance to speak to the winners after this. So they're going to do like the competition now. Obviously we get all these amazing ideas shown to us on stage, but also to be able to see what the winners are like and what they're contributing, and hopefully give you somebody to root for, you know, in the South African tech business scene. Kruger and elderflower. Yo, I like it, it's not so sweet. I think this is my favorite one, between this and watermelon. There are like so many great ideas. Yeah. So there's lots of amazing things that are happening here. They had last year's winners on, and they're these twins who designed X-ray glasses that look like they're going to production next year, which is freaking amazing. And they are not tech heads, but Red Bull have given them the stage and the ability to come up with a solution without being somebody that's interested in tech necessarily foremostly, and are more interested in solving problems, which is a very cool way of looking at technology. So I'm really excited to see who the winners are going to be this year and what people are going to be presenting on stage. It's kind of wrapping up right now, but what's really interesting is that there's just been so many different exciting innovations that people are developing to solve problems that they specifically have, from friends who've had issues with pregnancies, and the solutions are like really cool smart band ideas, to fire early prevention warnings, to helping people that get the wrong drugs and wrong medication for stuff like malaria, which can cause blindness. And that's literally one of the contestants suffers from that. And they have developed solutions for that. So look, regardless of whoever the winner is, I think it's really exciting that there are so many South Africans or people here that are interested in solving problems from a technical level, and aren't just kind of living with their issues. And I think that's something really cool. We have a lot of hope as like South Africans, and we like to solve problems, and technology really is a great route for a solution, right? They provide technical solutions. So yeah, big ups to all the applicants, and even the people that didn't make it here. I hope that you were inspired to create your own ideas and see them come to fruition. And we have the winners. Woo! Right, you guys had a big crowd outside, so you guys are all clapped up. Can you just let us know a little bit about yourselves before we jump into what the idea is? Because I think when people hear about the idea, it's going to be a really pleasant surprise.
Good day, my name is Paul Jr.
Good day!
It's so formal.
Good day, my name is Paul Jr. Malinda. Hello everyone, my name is Paul. I am 21 years of age, all the way from Joburg, South Africa, and it feels absolutely amazing to be here. I'm a Bachelor of Information Technology with a major in Business Systems student, and I'm really passionate about changing lives and coming up with creative concepts, and hence we are winners today.
And I am Clara Queen Malinda. I'm his older sister.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Bachelor of Accounting Sciences graduate, hoping to do my postgrad next year, and yeah, we're interested in changing lives through our innovative ideas.
Yeah, so talk about this innovative idea that won you the competition.
So our idea is essentially an AI-powered sensor system that helps detect wildfires. This is born to my personal experience as a two-time fire survivor.
Oh, wow.
Yes, absolutely. So 2 years ago, we nearly lost our house due to a fire, and I nearly lost my life. So the reason why we're bringing this idea is because of our personal experiences due to fire.
That's wild. I'm sorry to hear that, but obviously
That's it.
it born this great concept that might save lives. How does this AI function in order to prevent fires?
So simply the sensor will be mounted, right, in a tree or a pole.
So it's a physical sensor.
Yeah, it's a physical one. So it will take real-time data. Our intention is for it to learn environment so that we can predict when the fire can happen. So essentially, we just the humidity, temperature, wind speed, will just track it and then send real-time alerts through our app to the owners of the land, first-time responders, and also locals. Because from our experience, the first person comes, the better. The quicker people come, the better. If it means it's your neighbors with buckets, it's fine as long as you can save your property and also save lives.
I actually want to jump into your story. How did you survive your ordeal, and has that inspired, and how did that actually specifically inspire the early responding?
So they say it takes a village to raise a child, and I've definitely been that child. When I was in the fire accident, I had to escape via the toilet window in my house, and immediately when I escaped, like I jumped over, there were people around with buckets and helping out. So for me, the biggest component is the community behind the story, and realizing that through my story I can empower people and emancipate young people to work around challenges and obstacles that are in their way.
Yeah, that's incredible, because like obviously you want to replicate that for other people, or ensure that other people have a similar experience as you did using technology.
Absolutely.
That's so cool. So how are you going to roll it out? Like what's the plan? You guys are so young. how old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got so much to do with my life. How are you guys going to take this full time?
I think for now it's going to be part-time. We still need a prototype. We still have to test it. Once we are happy with the final product and we're able to generate enough income to sustain us and the business itself, then we'll take it full-time.
And how are you guys generating demand for this product?
Honestly, we've been so focused on the idea and research. We haven't created any demand for it. But our plan is to approach local municipalities. Through them, we'll get access to small-scale farmers, and hopefully also Red Bull will be on board and help us create that demand and target the people we need.
Is this your only idea that you have had? Or are you guys business-centric in your mindset?
Honestly, he's more business-centric.
I've had ideas before and it clearly didn't work out. We've been running in...
Says a 21-year-old. Like, I've had so many ideas in my life that haven't worked out as a business.
But because Nzilo is tied to my personal story and our personal story, I think that's the reason why it's been so perfect, I can say.
Yeah.
So absolutely, it's been an amazing journey trying to figure things out with Nzilo and trying to build it. Because what we're looking into is building a system that not only is centric to the South African market, but also a system that can be used across Africa, given the fact that we have like rich biodiversity and we have like amazing biodiversity, both terrestrial and aquatic. Well, aquatic doesn't really matter because, fires. But absolutely.
They don't burn underwater. But it does. It affects the ecosystem, right?
Yeah.
Biodiversity is like
It's a cycle.
one of the things that I like to say about South Africa, or Africa in general, is that people will criticize us for not holding on to our heritage, right?
Absolutely.
Like we've got new buildings, and that's very Eurocentric thinking. But we have a lot of heritage that we hold on to. We're the continent that looks after our animals, and we prioritize it because that is our natural heritage. And you go, what's the biodiversity in Europe look like?
I don't even know.
And like this to me is a part of that. It's like taking care of not only the people that can be affected, but also looking after our natural heritage so that our future generations can appreciate it and grow with it and learn with it. Like there's a lot that we're learning from nature, and there's a lot that we are privileged to experience with nature in Africa in general. That is a part of our heritage, but people don't like to see it that way.
I think it's because we don't see animals as humans as important as us, and how important they are to our ecosystem as well.
Yeah, without animals we don't live, and without us they don't get to. Like the national parks we have a responsibility to them.
Yeah.
And we have to look after them, right? So obviously this is a physical device, right, that collects a lot of data, but how is AI integrated into your system?
So how AI is integrated in our system, essentially the data that we'll be building is based on AI. So since AI is quite efficient and effective for fire prevention, we'll be feeding the machine codes that can help us with preventing fires within the first 60 minutes before they start.
I guess it's like with all that data and the more data that gets collected, you can use machine learning to more accurately predict when circumstances are, with fires. Like what kind of situations will fires be?
We aim to use narrowband Internet of Things, given the fact that it is centric to the South African market and it's also effective for remote areas. And if you look at forests, it's quite remote. There's no network. So narrowband Internet of Things will help in that regard to make sure that our system is effective and is able to detect fires and send alerts at a timely rate.
Right. Could you quickly explain what narrowband IoT is for people that don't know?
Since we are not being dependent on 4G and mostly that the sensors will be in remote areas, Internet of Things is connected to collect the data and to make sure that we have access.
And then, like, what do you think the turnaround time for first responders is going to be? What's the goal?
They must be there within 2 minutes. But what I realized, we live in South Africa, let's be realistic. The first responders aren't always quick. But what I've experienced in Gauteng, we have an app called Gauteng in Panic. When the government works with the private sector, they tend to have a higher turnaround time. So hopefully we'll find a way to create competition, to also encourage the government to respond faster. Because with the Gauteng in Panic, the minute you click on it, you say there's an emergency. Private security is there. Within 2 minutes, the police are there because they know it's going to look like private.
Now that you guys are the national final winners, like, what are you guys going to be focusing on to get ready for your trip to Japan?
Honestly, we're going to increase our English bundles because English is not our first language. Work on our pitch, make sure that when we go there, we are concise, we are straight to the point, we sell the product, and actually win it for our country.
Yeah, I think really a lot of prep, a lot of time, and really fine-tuning what we're selling. I think that's important, but also living within the moment, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I don't know if we're going to live this life again. So, experiencing that whole process of starting out as national winners and preparing for the international page and actually winning it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, one last thing while we're on microphones on camera. Can you just call your mom and put her on speakerphone?
Yep. Hopefully she answers. Oh, it's ringing. It's ringing. Oh, here she is. Oh, okay. Switch on to...
Mama, hello. Hello. Ra phone to tell you gore re winile. Eh? O leboga mang tšhomi?
Yes.
Hello. Did you know your children have won? You're raising fantastic kids because they have won the national final of the Red Bull Basement. Are you proud of them?
Yeah, I'm proud, very proud. Yes, you. That's the hallelujah. Thank you.
What she said, huh?
No, she was asking why we didn't warn her because she's so she's like, guys, you caught me off guard, no?
But that was the point. All right. So for people who don't know your idea right off the bat, like, can you just describe it in like 1 to 3 sentences? Just summarize it for us.
An AI system that helps detect wildfires within 60 minutes.
From us here at the studios and everybody in South Africa, we're very proud of you.
Thank
and
you.
I hope that you really take over the world and show everybody, the whole world in Japan, what we're made of.
Absolutely.
And win it.
Yes, we have to.
Yeah, you have to.
Yes.
We win everything. South Africans win everything.
Not DNA, just